Hello everyone, welcome to today's daily portrait stream. This one is going to be fast because I just have too much going on. I've got my street art workshop which is demanding a lot of me at the moment and I'm still trying to figure it out. We were preparing the surface today so we can paint on it tomorrow, and I've got to be ready to go tomorrow to paint with these kids, which is intense. So we're just going to get right into this, and I'm going to use my Inktense pencils again. It's been a while and I feel like this is something expedient I can use. We are sketching from this screenshot of someone, a musician from the Open Reel ensemble, which is amazing. Check them out on Instagram. And I'm going to work with this field green and violet Inktense pencil, and just go for it. Let's go, because today it's gonna be fast. There are too many things demanding my attention. So I thought this could be a good opportunity to see how fast this could go. And I'm using these water-soluble pencils, Derwent Inktense pencils, because I know I have a bit more control over their wetness than I do the watercolor. So this is the first deviation from watercolor so far this month, focusing on wet media sketches. And it's actually a medium that I was using a lot in the continuous no, the shadow shapes month. If anyone is watching the replay, I see two of you are here live. Hello, thank you for joining me so on such short notice. I just got too many things to do right now. So I was like, am I even going to be able to do this? I thought, before I just don't do it, I'll just do it really briefly. Because I have done, I think my record was like a 6-minute live stream in the past, a 6-minute portrait sketch. So gonna keep this one pretty brief, not that brief, but pretty brief. How's everyone doing? All two of you. There are 5 now. Welcome. Hello. All 5 of you. How are you doing? What are you up to? So yeah, I had my street art workshop today. We started preparing the surface that we're going to be painting onto, and I'm still kind of overwhelmed by the amount that's going on in the composition, how we're going to do it, how I'm going to be able to delegate the jobs for people to be able to, these kids, to be able to do it effectively, without it just being too overwhelming. Yeah, it was pretty intense today, but good. But we prepared the substrate, which is a PVC tarp, like this big banner kind of that we're working onto. And yeah, we prepared that and did our doodle grid, which turned into quite a dense artwork in its own right, because there were so many kids all writing so many things. I was like, you can write whatever you want. We're going to paint over it all. And there were lots of things that came along. Also kids drawing over other kids' things and then chasing each other around with the pens, and it was not relaxing, but it was okay. I am so tired today, Martina. I'm so tired, but I still got so much to do. So I felt like this morning, because it was I only got to work with them during the morning. I just felt like when I got home in the morning, or like just, I was only there from 9 until 1. That was the time they had, and then they were going to do other things. I was like, oh wow, that's not much time. And it was an action-packed 4 hours. And when I got home, I was just like, whoa. It felt like a lot. So yeah. And unfortunately, I've also got tax stuff I need to get sorted out. which would be good for it to happen this week, and I need to record something which I needed to have recorded last week, and it's just like, how did everything happen all at once? All right, so here we go. But I feel like I was sitting here working on the composition for the workshop and thinking, do I have the capacity to do the live stream? And I was like, I feel like that's the easiest of the things that I could do right now. So here we are. I was thinking potentially in the future, in phases where there's a lot going on, I may pre-record some of the daily drawing streams and then like release them, like schedule them to be released in advance. I think that could be helpful for me, and then everyone will keep getting to draw every day. I will miss the live interaction, but in future that could be a really helpful thing to be able to do. So this is Martina, you're welcome. I'm really glad that so many people are enjoying it so much, and I enjoy it so much. It was so great to see your piece done at the coast. Looked amazing. And just so wonderful to see what everyone is doing with it. So I love being able to do it. Thank you for being here. Oh, by the way, if you're not already on my mailing list, please get on it. The link is in the description. I think it's the second link. The first one is to go to my mentorship page. Join my mentorship if you feel the call. That'll be really cool. And this Saturday, I will be doing a webinar, and I would love you to be there. It'll be a similar time to this, perhaps a little bit earlier. And it's going to be really cool. And we'll be addressing a lot of things. I think it'll be really interesting. There'll be like a question answer time, something which it's not it will definitely be addressed. It's not the lightest way to frame it, but like that when you feel like there's so much going on, which I kind of have going on at the moment, and you're not sure about the decisions you're making, or the like in the case of one piece, one portrait, are you making the choices which are going to lead towards, like how to choose to make the choices which are going to lead towards the final result. That's something I've been practicing a lot with this, and some feedback I've got in my mentorship calls where people say it's like you say you're done and then you do a few more strokes and you don't stop and you keep going, and then but somehow it's suddenly within a minute's time it can become so much more finished, which is really interesting. June, you had there was something really interesting you said. I haven't been able to respond to the comments recently because there's just too much going on. But you said something about when you have to leave because it's lunchtime and then you come back, then you have to watch all these ads. And I was thinking, if you do that, if you have to step away, you could just leave it running, and because you're coming back pretty soon afterwards. If you come back, then you won't have to watch the ads. You'd be able to like rewind back. Do you know what I mean? It's like you'd be able to put the live stream on rewind, go back to where you left, and then you'd be able to pick up from there. Or maybe you could even pause it. You could pause the live stream. That's the thing you can do. And when you press play, it will keep going from where you paused. So I know that almost every time you're here, you have to go and have lunch, and then you come back. And recently you've said, like, oh, that advertising when you come back and you've got to sit through. Oh, and I feel your pain. So a thing you can do is, instead of stopping it and opening it again, you put it on pause, and you'll come back and you'll be able to keep watching. I think that'll work for you. For anyone else as well who is in a similar situation. So I started with the violet, or was it violet? Yeah. Inktense pencil, which is a more bluer color. And then I was like, there's a lot of space here. I am going to grab my watercolor. So this is, I can just get in here really quickly with the brush and then I can pretty much say it's done, and it's under 10 minutes right now. So this is a very quick stream. I feel the sense of lighting is really strong, which is nice, and it's also wet. So Martina likes the ads. Oh, it gives you time to catch up. That's great. That's the first time I've heard that, I think. Oh, cool. Corinna did that yesterday. Paused it and then came back, and had the live chat. Yes, that's it. The live chat is still up if you do it that way. Because if you come back and you're watching the replay, but it hasn't processed the live chat yet, then you like miss out on the live chat as well. Yeah, that was it for today. A very brief one. And it was nice, this moment of respite, 10 minutes, just focusing on this one face instead of trying to figure out how I'm going to do this composition and make it possible for all these kids under my command and guidance. Not really command, because they're all over the place, but it's going to be really interesting. I hope it's going to be good. It will be. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you want, and join my mailing list, because I'll be letting you know about the webinar. I would love you all to be at the webinar this weekend, Saturday. It's going to be great. And go check out Open Reel Ensemble, because the way they make music is mind-blowing. So cool. You will be glad you checked it out, I reckon. All right, thank you for being here. Take care. Drawing hand emojis. Thank you, friends. Here we go. Thank you. Super speed painting. I didn't even get to read all of your questions, but thank you, or statements. There aren't questions. They're all just things that you've said. So thank you.